Once upon a time, in a tranquil village nestled amidst lush green hills, there lived a curious and energetic young boy named Raj. Raj had a heart of gold, but was known for his fiery temper. He would often lose his cool over the smallest of matters, causing distress not only to himself, but to those around him. One sunny morning, Raj decided to explore the village, looking for someone who could help him with his temper. He asked the villagers if they knew of anyone wise enough to teach him how to control his anger. Eventually, he was directed to a serene garden on the outskirts of the village where a revered old man known as the Sage of Serenity resided. Raj approached the garden, feeling a mix of hope and nervousness. The sage was sitting beneath a towering Bodhi tree, meditating peacefully. Raj hesitated for a moment, unsure if he should disturb him. But then, gathering his courage, he softly said, "Excuse me, sir. I've been told that you can help me learn how to control my anger. I need your guidance." The Sage of Serenity opened his eyes, revealing a warm and compassionate gaze. He motioned for Raj to sit beside him. "Ah, young one," he said, with a gentle smile. "I can indeed help you with your anger. But first, let me tell you a story." Raj nodded eagerly, ready to listen and learn. The sage began. "Long ago, in a bustling town not far from here, there lived a young man named Siddhartha. Like you, Siddhartha had a fiery temper. He would often become angry at the smallest provocations. One day, he realized that his anger was causing him more pain than the situations that triggered it. Siddhartha decided to seek wisdom and control over his emotions. He journeyed far and wide, learning from various teachers and experiences. Finally, he came to a quiet forest and sat under a tree, vowing not to leave until he had conquered his anger. Raj was intrigued. "What happened next, sir?" The sage continued. "Siddhartha meditated for days, weeks, and months. During this time, he faced the storms of his emotions. But gradually, he learned to observe his anger without reacting to it. He realized that anger was like a wild, untamed elephant. It could be destructive if not controlled. He practiced patience, compassion, and mindfulness. With time, he gained mastery over his anger. Siddhartha became known as the Buddha, which means the awakened one. He devoted his life to teaching others how to find peace within themselves." Raj was inspired by the story of Siddhartha's transformation into the Buddha. He asked, "But how can I learn to control my anger like the Buddha did?" The Sage of Serenity looked deeply into Raj's eyes and said, "The key, young one, is mindfulness. Start by observing your anger when it arises, but do not let it control you. Breathe deeply and slowly. Imagine your anger as that wild elephant, and with patience and practice, you can learn to tame it." Over time, Raj followed the sage's advice diligently. He practiced mindfulness, and slowly but steadily, he gained control over his anger. The village soon noticed a remarkable change in Raj's demeanor. He had become calmer, more patient, and more understanding. As the years passed, Raj grew into a wise and compassionate man. He often shared the story of the Buddha's transformation with others, just as the Sage of Serenity had shared it with him. And in doing so, he helped many people find the path to controlling their anger and discovering the peace within themselves, just as he had.